guess already? Okay, no sir.
Yeah, just check it. Oh, you want one?
So we're wrong about it.
Come.
Okay.
Checking it now.
Okay. Throw it, right?
I'll throw out to you, check this shit.
Most time I brought to you, you know what I mean? We have on the board we have the Hebrew alphabet, right? Alphabet, right?
Come.
Even alpha and bet or beta, right? Coming from the Greek, right? Is born out of Hebrew. Hold on, we got the other book, right? See if you can get me on the bookshelf, right? The biblical Hebrew textbook, right? Alpha comes from Allah, right? And beta come from Bayath. That's where alpha, beta, or alphabet come from, right? You skip me to page 3 of the bookshop, right? Okay. Allah is a cow, is strong, right? Bayat is the tent. Who's always in the tent? The woman. Who's always out dealing with the cow? The men. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, right? But they have a thing in Greek, Roman world, right? White world, right? That alpha means the stronger one and beta means the weaker one, right? It could be from the concept of the cow being strong and the man having to deal with the cows, and then beta being the woman who's in the tent cooking and attending to children and so forth. Could be. I'm not sure, right? But we got it from the top right there, right? The first paragraph, right? Okay, let's get the first paragraph.
The Hebrew alphabet, correct, sir?
Please.
Come. The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world.
Right, and by please, we say that in Hebrew, bakwasha. Bakwash meaning to request. Bakwasha in the lower rank text to say I'm humbling myself for this favor. Ba meaning in. Bakwasha. Right? Ba meaning in. Bakwasha meaning my humble request. That's how that works. That's our way of saying please. Or por favor. Right? Por meaning for. Favor meaning favor. I mean, I'm doing this for a favor. You could do me a favor. You know what I mean? It's por favor. Babu Kwasha. All right? No support.
Okay.
From the top?
Okay. The Hebrew alphabet is the oldest in the world.
Right. This Hebrew alphabet you're looking at right here. Right? Written like this. Right? This is the oldest, what? Oldest alphabet in the earth.
In the world?
In the world.
Okay.
Right? The oldest alphabet in the known world, right? So everything points to this alphabet. I don't care if you were African or Asian, right? The Chinese people wrote like this one time. They call it the Moabite stone. Everybody knows that the Chinese are the Moabites.
That's right.
And they was always intrigued about this Moabite stone, right? You had the connection with the hieroglyphs. The hieroglyphs was something imitating something like this. But instead of writing cows and tents, they were writing snakes and albatrosses because they were copying what we were doing, right? You got cuneiform, right? You got all writings in Africa also. No matter where you want to go, no matter where you want to go in Asia, this was the original writing form. And even today, we write English, and English is born out of Latin, which is born out of Greek, right? And English letters is similar. This is an A turned sideways. You see what I'm saying? This is a D where the D is now pointed. It was pointed, right? The D in modern English today is round, but the original D or the da is a tent. It's a triangle. Okay. The Z is still the same. The L, the La, is still the same. The Za and the La are still the same. The Ma has a similarity. The Na has a similarity. You see what I'm saying? The Pa has a similarity. Okay. Any more, David?
Come. The oldest in the world, still in use today.
Still in use today. They're talking about the Jewish man, right? Meaning the Hebrew, right? Altogether has never died. And that was by the Lord's doing. So as a way so we can extract the pollutants to get back to our original culture. I want to make sure that people are able to come on the feed online.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I want to make sure that people have to come on the feed online. So what I do is I go to invite. Okay? I press right here, invite, and it comes up right here. Copy that, right? Copy, right? And I go over here, right? participate by clicking the link. All right? And then I'll put the link right here. All right? I'll paste it. All right? So now, big up to George Sanders. Right? George Sanders, what's going on? Yabba, right? Kana, Sister Kana from Delaware. All right? And Hawkins, Mika. From Baltimore. Shalom, right? All the brothers. Right? To the Yahweh Shimmer, Howard Shai, Barakatha. Yahweh Shimmer, Howard Shai, Barakatha to the brothers. Yahweh Shema, Alathan, Shimmer, Shai to the sisters. Right? What I put there in the chat was just now, right? Was the link, as we need to check the brother's spellings, the sister's spelling, right? Whoever, you know, now the Lord said this, right, in Timothy's, right? He did not give us the spirit of fear, right? And it's our responsibility as for each other, right, to keep a care about our progress, right? So we can all be on the same page, because that is the way of One West, and that was the way of our King Yahweh Shai, Jesus, the so-called Christ. The Christ meaning the anointed, the Mashiach. Okay? So now I put the link there. Do they see the link on there? Sharatazalak, what's going on? Click the link, Sharatazalak, right? So you can join us in the class. What we're going to do now is everybody's going to be on the screen, right? Something new we're doing for the Hebrew class, right? Everybody's going to be on the screen, okay? And they're going to appear down below, right? Whoever is not in the school, right? You can join also. If you're not in the school, you think to join the school, but I'll give you a disclaimer. Anybody who seems like they want to try to disrespect the school or, you know, violate the classroom, you will be disrespected and ejected, respectfully. Okay, right? So everybody, please feel free to join the class. All right, brothers in the school, outside the school, right? Who's that coming up? Right, big up to who's that coming up there? Dinesha, big up to Dinesha Jones. All right, she's always with us. All right, big up to that sister, strong sister. Shalom. Oh, I know you. she heard about Shai, right? What I want, Dinesha, right? I want you to, first of all, Dinesha, do you have an alphabet sheet? Right, you can pull it down. I think she took the camera off, right? Just keep it right there until she's ready to come back on, or for anyone else that want to come back on, right? I want everyone to write this down, right? And I want everyone to say the Hebrew, the Hebrew, the alphabet in the Hebrew, right? So I want everybody to say A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. And I'm doing this as a way to check your pronunciation, just to make sure that when you see us, you are saying the right thing and you're not being embarrassed because you've been in a place far away from headquarters or Philly or Texas, that you can be in the same accord with us. Even for brothers that want to join the school and you're online right now, there's no school in your zone, we would have you be our brother. We'd have you be our family from now. We're going to treat you like a long lost relative, and you are trying to come back home. All right? Because of people coming up on the or you get the speaker.
Yes,
get the speaker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see Dinesha. Okay, hang tight. I see other people coming up. Right, hold on. Right, Miss Hawkins, right? Hermania, okay. Right? We're getting the speaker right, so I'm able to hear you. All right? Okay, so we can start with Dinesha because she was in there first, all right? What everybody's gonna do now. First of all the sisters, I can see you on the screen, right? Put your hand up if you had a Hebrew alphabet sheet. Put your hand up. I can see your hand. Nobody's hand is up. Dinesha's hand is not up. Okay, there. Mika, have you ever got a Hebrew alphabet sheet?
What'd you say?
Have you ever got a Hebrew alphabet sheet?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I got one right here. Oh,
You got one? Right. The Hebrew alphabet sheet looks like this. Right. You get it from the camp leaders in your zone. All right. Dionysia, have you got an alphabet sheet before?
La Asr.
She has not. She has not got a Hebrew alphabet. Okay. Let me see. How's the game right there? Matthew, what's going on, man? You're not down here, man. You know what I mean? We got C-Truck for you right here, Matthew, man. You know what I mean? What's going on? Okay. Okay, I don't want to put their emails in the chat.
Sorry, I had to clear up my tabs.
Okay. Okay, Shrata's out on the stage. Sita's away. Okay, whoever wants the Hebrew alphabet sheet, you know, if you want the Hebrew alphabet sheet right now, right, put your email in the chat. Right? If you don't want to put your email in the chat, that's fine. But whoever wants me to send it to them right now, I'll do it to you right now by email. All right? So let me know by whoever puts the email in the chat. All right? Go to my my Google Drive here so I can get the file. Lashawan Qadash. Okay. Yeah. So look right there. Hold on. Yeah. So click this 3 dots right here. Ooh. Okay. Don't do that. Hold on from putting email. So, okay, nobody put your email out. Right? Nobody put your email out, right? It's like in general. We're having we don't know how to make you a moderator on here at this time, so just check settings. Look at guests right there. Yes. Oh man. Look at general. Press this right here. Go back over here. Click on the name. Okay. So like general bottom off. We don't exactly know how to make a moderator. Go ahead.
They got a private chat.
They got a private chat. Okay. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna send it for me, all right? Take my phone right here. Right, and put those emails on here and send it to them, all right? Right there. Okay. So in the meantime, no, you're gonna send. That's my email. You're gonna put there. You not to send emails all right? Right. So send the emails to them, right? So if I could, General Q, they put their emails in a private chat where it's not visible. Okay. Matthew, you ready? Let me hear you. Let me get a Khan or something.
Khan.
Okay. Do you have a Hebrew alphabet sheet?
Yeah, I got a picture of the board from last week in front of me.
Okay, good. Say your alphabet, please.
Alap, Bayath, Gamel, Dalath, Hana, Wawa, Zayan, Khawama, Tanah, Yad, Kap, Lamad, Mayam.
Not Tanah. It's Tanah.
Tanaa.
Tanah. Good. Go ahead.
Yad, Kap, Lamad, Mayam, Nawan, Samak, Ayan, Pa, Tazad, Pam, Ra'ash, Shun, Dal.
Okay, good. Right. That was good. That's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to say the sound of the alphabet. That was good though. I wanted to say A, Ba, Ga, Da. Our language consists of saying each syllable. All right. So each syllable will be each letter, right? So one more time. You're gonna say like how in English you say A, B, C, D, but you're gonna say A, Ba, Ga, Da. All right. Go ahead.
Con. I don't have that in front of me, but
Okay, he needs the alphabet sheet. All right.
He needed to put it in the private chat.
Matthew, if there's a way for you to put your email in a private chat, try to do that. All right.
okay.
Okay. In the meantime, Danisha, are you okay with this?
Kind out of one kind.
Say it again, sis.
I said kind out of one kind.
Go away, sis.
Aba ga da ha wa za ka ta ya ka la ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha ba.
She been practicing. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Okay. Miss Hawkins, how do you properly say your name? I don't want to get your name wrong, sis.
Micah.
You said Mika?
Micah.
Micah. Okay, no questions, right? You want to give it a try, sis?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay, go ahead, sis.
Aba ga da ha wa za ka ta ya ka la ma na sa a pa za kwa ra sa da.
Good. Give her a hand. That was absolutely correct. That was absolutely correct. Okay. Did Matthew get the email yet?
Kind of just came in, sir.
Okay. Did you send it already, or you
You
need more time?
Yeah, it went back.
Okay. Matthew said the whole thing out already, so we'll give him some more time for that. All right.
It went back.
You went back. All right. Let me see what you got here. Hold on. Address not found. DA. Hold on a second. Hold on. You put DAJ, DNJ. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. Also, if check push bulletin, call Ashagapan right now and check the push bulletin on the computer, right? Ask him how do you access the push bulletin on the computer, right?
Push bulletin?
Yeah.
Protocol.
Okay. If anybody has a question online, also please do that, right? And like Matthew, it looks like Matthew's writing these down, right? I need everybody to write these down, right? And in a separate line, you're gonna put the alphabet together with no English. You're gonna do this, for example, right? You're gonna write this from right to left. In Hebrew, we write from right to left. Don't look at none of this. Look at Kola Shagapon, Babu Shah, right? You're gonna do this, right? You're gonna have a separate line where you're gonna write Ba, Ga, Da, right? Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, right? Whatever line you have, you're gonna do that. All right? On a paper, make sure you have a pen and a paper, right? We don't come to the Israelite school for no reason. Right? We come in to build yourself. We come to make you who you were before slavery. We come to bring you back to your identity, bring you back to your language. And we want you, brothers and sisters, to write in your original writing form that your forefathers have made for you and left for you, given by the Most High. All right? So we want you to get that. Everybody write right now, right? While I get these emails to you. All right? Also check the other YouTube chat for any questions. Anybody that want to join the chat more, right? Just let me know. All right? Check in Chrome browser. I sent you a link to push bullet. Do you see anything pop up on the screen now? Okay. Sure. Hold on, wait. 443 Gmail. Okay, what should we have again? C and J. Okay, 1. We got that. Yeah, 2. Whenever you're done the alphabet, or whenever you've done anything, just put it to the screen so I can see it, all right? When you're done, all right? Okay. Matthew did that. Okay. Let's wait for the others, Matthew, right? Okay, sis. Sis, I wanted you put the sounds in you put the English letters for the sounds, right? I want you to write the what we call a pictograph. I want you to put this thing right here. Right? You put the sounds, I want the actual letters. I want to see how you write them, all right? Okay. Go back to the email again, Coach Shaw. We got 2 of them already. We need the last one. Okay. There's a lot of background noise. Okay, everybody mute your mic if you're not saying anything in the meantime, all right? That's M.
I do it.
Okay. ABC. Okay, attach. Okay. I sent the alphabet sheet to everybody online, right? Go back to the other chat so I can see the Facebook and the YouTube if I put there. Okay. There is the alphabet chart. Check the Chrome browser. So just follow those instructions from General Kubala, right? Kamash, right? Kamash. If you're available, right? You can click on the link that we put a while ago to join the class also, right? Okay. Okay, Matthew, let me see yours again. Hold your feet up. Let's see it. We got, come around. You gotta make the car. In the car, you gotta make the parts in the palms a little more look like a Siamese B. Right? It looks like you're trying to make a European dollar sign. Okay? Looks like you're making a European dollar sign. I need to see more B in that car for cop. Okay? Danisha, Danish, you still going, you still writing, sister, right? Don't spit. Micah. You see yours, Micah? Yeah. A little closer, Micah. Okay, you're gonna check that ha again. Maybe the ha is on the board. The board is written, right? The ha. You're gonna put more emphasis on these 3 strands right here. Okay. Right. The whole idea is that it's a hand doing this. All right. So you gotta get the fingers right on that hand there, sis. All right. On hana for behold. Okay. We'll say you. Oh, yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, here we go. I just found it.
You found it? Okay, both sides correct. Okay. Put that person.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Yahweh, Shema, Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat. So I put the link for the Lashawan Qadash alphabet chart in the chat. Does anybody see that? Have they been able to copy and paste that and open that up so that they can get a copy of the alphabet? Just look in your chat.
Check the private chat. brought to
No, it's in the regular YouTube chat,
it's in the
Right.
Slush.
and I also put it in the chat for the participants in StreamYard as well. You click on that link, it should take you right to a copy of the Lashawan Qadash Hebrew alphabet chart for the ancient and the Assyrian.
We see only in the private chat.
How about Shema Shabbat? Just click on it and see if it works.
Khan, the link works, sir.
Okay, Most High in Christ. So that it's in both. It's in the YouTube chat and it's in the private back chat. So I'm gonna. You can drop me back down into the audience.
Okay, cuddle call. Okay. Matthew, Kamash, Dionysia, Michael. Anytime if you have a question, just let me know. All right. Anybody who might be below, right? We can see everybody. You might not be able to see yourself on the screen, but we can see you even when you're off the screen, right? If anybody got a question, put your hand up like this, right? And we'll attend to you, all right? Okay. Right now, everybody's writing the alphabet on here, right? I need questions also likewise, right? Other than that, I do want to get moving on to the fundamentals of reading and understanding the Hebrew so that you can write it. So when you go forth on your Sabbath services, which is the only place really where before the Most High, you say you're going to be tested about your Hebrew, what you your ability reading and the Hebrew, right? So today's Friday, right? We learn the Hebrew tonight, and then the curriculum of the school has the Hebrew being exercised the following morning in the Sabbath service, right? So the job given to us is to make you be able to read and understand the Hebrew that you're going to read on the Sabbath service, which will take place in tomorrow morning. Okay, so I want to get to that. Okay, I want to get to that, right? Who was writing the Hebrew in the who was writing the Hebrew on the paper, the alphabets out? I believe Danita was, right? I don't think he's finished yet. Michael, we gotta check. No, not Michael. Was it Matthew? We gotta check your car. All right. Put Matthew and Michael back on the screen. Matthew and Michael, sister Hawkins right there. Okay. Yeah, let me see. Okay. That K is more better, right? That K, that car is more better. L, Lama, let me see the ma and na. Michael, see your what's going on? Okay, you got the the la, the ma, nasa, I, fa,
Matthew, say 1 2 1 2 so I can be able to hear you.
Michael.
1 2 1 2.
All right, you good.
Sister Michael, right? You wrote your tazza like this, right? Try to put this Z looking thing more higher on the totem pole, right? So try to put it all the way up, like it's written here. So I don't want you to write this. I want you to write a pole, right? And then from the top corner, you start writing that Z looking thing there, right? This is a figure of a man on the side. It was originally written like this, right? It was written like this. And it was a man's head right here. He's lying down, and you got his leg up, right? So like you have his leg right here, right? And you got his other leg right here, like how you lay down in the bed, right? Over time, right, you receipts and write like this, all right? So that's how the tazah is. I need to write like that. All right. Go back to keep the buzzer on the screen. Okay.
Okay, sister.
Okay, and who else again? Dionysia. We gotta check Dionysia's one, right?
I'm looking at her right now.
Okay. Bring Matthew down. He's working. Take Matthew off there, right? Okay. Dionysia, let's see your board bubble shot, please.
She needs to show the picture. I see her over here, but let me see.
Take her off mute. Dionysia's up there.
All
Right.
right.
Danisha, if you can show us your what you wrote there, please.
She should be able to speak now.
Danisha, let me know if you can hear me, right? Just pay if you want to join the chat, right? We got a link in there if you want to join the not the chat. If you want to join the feed, right? We're having everybody write their Hebrew out. Okay.
So like I said, I mean, Danisha, say 1212.
If you can everyone online, right? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, right? Type a 1 in the chat, right? If you can hear me. Okay. Anyone who can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. My name is Antiquia from Louisiana Chicken Inn. All right, Antiquia King. All right. George Sanders got one. So we got 1 on Facebook. Do we have a 1 on YouTube? Brothers up.
Can you please tell Danisha too? She got a mute on her side.
Oh, Danisha, your mic is muted. So you gotta take the mute off if you're ever trying to speak to us. All right. Everyone's mic is on mute, right? So if you want to speak, just take yourself off of mute. All right.
Oh, there she go. Okay, I got her.
Can you hear us, Danisha?
She should be able to. We should be able to hear her now. She's off mute.
Okay, we're gonna continue with the class, right? Too much time burning, and I'm not getting enough responses. I'm getting 1s on the YouTube chat. Everyone can hear me, but I'm not hearing. Danisha got a hand up. All right. She's not on mute.
She's not on mute.
She is no. She is. I can see it's on mute. Take her off mute.
All right.
But it's muted. Is it muted on her end?
Clicking on it. No, it's not muted on her end. I mute her.
Stop clicking it, Protestant. Take your time. Take your time. It's okay. We got time, all right? Right? I said stop clicking it, Protestant. But sure. Right? Danisha, can you hear me? Speak, please. Can I get a shalom, Danisha?
She's saying it.
Oh, tell her to go out and come back in. So remove her, bring her down, back into the audience. Right, bring it back in. Can you hear us now? Okay, can't hear her.
No, she broke her. She took herself out. She about to come back in.
Okay, no problem, right? Let me know if everybody got this. I wanna move on. I wanna keep moving on to the next challenge that we're gonna have when speaking and reading Hebrew. All right. It's 2 of her in. Okay, tell her to go and come back in. YouTube is 2 up. No problem, right? This is YouTube and this is Facebook, so we can rewind, right? Antiquer King. You have a question, Antiquer King? Disclaimer, right? Everybody should respect men of the Most High in Christ. Antiquer King, do you have a question? We can't hear anything. Maybe it's our end. You're hearing it?
I checked on Matthew. We can hear Matthew.
Okay. Matthew, say something. Take Matthew off mute. Matthew, take yourself off mute.
Oh, my fault.
Okay. We can hear Matthew. Right?
Am I on mute right now?
You want to bring him down?
Keep him up there. Right? Take Danisha's video is off, so take Danisha down until she's back on, all right? Antiquer King, do you have a question or you just following along? Did you write the Hebrew down? Let me get some feedback. I heard something. Matthew, put your phone on mute, Babusha. No, we can't hear you, Antiquer King. We can't get any feedback from you. So unless you want to go out and come back in. Right? Okay. Put Danisha Jones back up there. Okay. And see if she has anything to say. Right?
Tanisha Jones, do you have any questions if you could hear me? She ain't come back in yet.
No problem.
We have, Salaki, sir, if I may, we have Trooper Kamash.
Kamash, does your name mean 5? What does your name mean, Kamash? Oh, if you can hear me.
Take yourself off mute.
Kanamakan, so it means unwavering soldier, and it also means number 5.
Okay. Unwavering soldier. That's a strong name right there.
Kanamakan, the waters.
Yeah, absolutely. We all soldiers of Christ, you know what I mean? So most side Christ, you know what I mean? Okay. So now, when we come to the Hebrew, right? The first thing you always have to do is you always have to identify, right? Identify the root word. Right? Identify the root word. That is your entire mission, the entire time when you're reading or writing Hebrew. More when you're reading, because you have to look at someone else's writing, and you gotta look at whether they have a possessive or a preposition on the word, or a tense in the middle of the word, right? So a root word, right, is always, right, 2 or 3 Hebrew characters, right? Always 2 or 3 Hebrew characters. This is extremely important, right? You're gonna write this down. You're gonna put this in your notes somewhere, and you have to remember that forever, right? To the day you die, you remember that you're always trying to identify the root word, which consists of 2 or 3 Hebrew letters, right? Go ahead, Professor.
Salaki, sir, if I may, Auntie King, if you're not
Bring the general up, Abusha.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Remove everybody else, Abusha.
Okay. All right, I got the general up.
All right, General Kabbalah, if you're on the screen, all right? If you cannot hear me, sir.
Salaki, I don't want, can you hear us, sir? He's off mute.
Okay. General Kabbalah wants the Assyrian alphabet written, all right? So for the same thing, right? As per the Hebrew alphabet sheet, we sent it to everybody on the chat. What we wrote before was the alpha, was the ancient, right? That is our writing form. We learned the Assyrian alphabet, right? In captivity in Assyria. So you might see brothers lean to the ancient more, and we rewrite in the ancient. But all the records available today are written in the Assyrian. So it's very key that we learn how to read and write in Assyrian. All right. So we're gonna get the Assyrian on the board. Okay. I have a trick where I go to my Google settings on my phone and I put every officer's name in the Assyrian Hebrew. Right, Captain Tazaya, Captain Malqua, Paratas are right here with me. Everybody in my phone, right? Everybody in my phone, right, is written in the Assyrian. All right, and that was able to through that I was able to put the Hebrew in my face all the time. Okay. Okay. So just follow along, right? Making sure it's okay. Okay, so then we get the ya kataya ka. Okay.
Get her out, move her. So like I just want to do a quick test. It looks like we're gonna have 5 people total in the room.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a sound check.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Matthews, unmute yourself. Say 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2.
Wow. M. Hopkins, say 1 2 1 2. Unmute yourself.
1 2 1 2.
Water. And Torka King, say 1 2 1 2. Unmute. I'm 1 2 1 2. You're not on mute. Okay, I'll move that person. And Tora King, what's that? And Tora. Say 1 2 1 2. Unmute yourself. Baba Kusha.
Okay.
Now.
This is something here. Got the ka, got the ma, got the na.
Denisha, unmute yourself. Say 1 2 1. Oh, I see you right here. I'm gonna drop this down. I see your face. Say 1 2 1 2. Unmute yourself, Denisha.
1 2 1 2.
The water says. All right. So, okay.
Try to there's many writing forms when it comes to the Hebrew the Assyrian Hebrew, right? I tried to roll with the one that's very universal, which will be the one that is on our phones, right? As you see here, right?
Salakia, one, if I may, I'm just checking the microphone sounds.
My mic is good. You can hear me.
The water, I truly appreciate it.
So some people, if you don't see the little microphone down there, it means that they don't have one plugged in, or it's on mute on their computer, so they have to work that out.
Come.
Is there any reason why is everybody's not in?
Right now, everybody's in and their microphone is working.
Okay, yeah, you can just show them on the side, small, while the priest is working.
Come.
Everybody should be on mute though. Matthew, Baba Control. Go ahead and get down, Hazahab.
Sir. All right. So on the board here, we have the Assyrian Hebrew written out, right? There is the digital form, right? So where you're gonna see the books written in, and then you have a writing form that people write in, okay? And sometimes, from experience, I've seen people who their writing forms can be as different as your accent around the country may be different. All right. So there is a universal form, which is when you I'm gonna show you an example of my phone here, right? I go into my phone, right? And I go to my phone book, right? And then I got numbers in here for everybody. All right, I got officers' numbers in here. I got captains, generals. Right? So I got this the captains right here because it's Saran, starts with Saran. As we read from right to left, right? I get everyone's number in here in Hebrew. Okay. So now when I want to type something, right? The Google settings give me this Assyrian Hebrew keyboard here, right? And there's a very simplified writing style on here. Okay, that I need everyone to be able to easily communicate with each other or to easily read what everyone is saying. So if we're going to use the Google settings Assyrian letters writing style, right? I would have you write more closely to what is more universal for us, so that we cannot be confused by each other's writing form, right? So this is in a different order. This, of course, this is a QWERTY keyboard where even the letters are not going to be in alphabetical order, right? So don't be concerned about the order of the letters here. Look at the order of the letters here, right? And the order of the letters, which is the same as the order here, which is in the alphabet sheet that General Kabalimoff posted in the chat. All right. Okay. All right. So just roll with the flow. All right. I know it's new to some people, but don't let it be new make you think that it's complicated. Right. Just copy what you see. Copy and write down everything that you see. It will come with time. It will come with age. Just like a child who's trying to learn something. You can't be sitting complaining that I can't say the word. I can't say banana. You got to just say it and keep moving. All right. It will come with repetition. You're going to come every Friday. All right. You're going to participate on them Sabbath service classes on Saturday. Okay. I need everyone to write this down. Right. And then we're going to start checking in your papers. Right. To make sure that you've written the Syrian Hebrew in a way that I can visually interpret what you have read, what you have written. So when I'm reading it, right? Good, right? They're writing it down, right? If you want to give them a chance, I don't want to distract them. All right? I'm going to write the Hebrew greeting on the bottom of the board. All right? Go ahead, Partizan.
Salakia, sir, if I may, if I may, can I get a breakdown on the ma, the na, the pa, and the tazah, the second one, not the first one.
The second one, the one underneath. Very good.
Exactly,
right?
sir.
Okay, so these things right here.
It's confusing.
These are only confusing if you let it confuse you.
All
right? I made a mistake here. They put this thing right here on the corner of the M right here. Right? If you don't put this corner on the M right here, if you're taking your officer's test, you're gonna fail. Okay? You have to make sure that you write everything in a way that is perceivable to the eye, that I can say that is an M. That is not a God. That is not that's a ma. That's not a ka. Right? I have to be able to interpret what you're reading. All right? Which is the whole sense of language in the first place, right? So now, on the alphabets, right? You have a few of them that have another way of putting them. How do I explain that? Okay, these things right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anytime you write a word, and this letter is at the end of the word, it has to write the letter like this. Right? So if it ends in a ma, the ma is written like this at the end of a word. Right? Over here, we got the ka. At the ka, you have to write this pa at the end of this. That's pa right here. Ka right here. Right? I'm familiar with the ancient Slack here, right? I'm gonna give you an example. We have what? Ba Hashem. Right? Ba Ha Shem. Right? Shem. Now it's a ma. It's at the end of the word now. Ma is the last letter. So the rules is, for the last letter, the ma, if at the end, has to be written like the one underneath, which is here, right? We ain't make these rules. Like, we made these rules in captivity. I don't know why, right? But that is just how it's written. And when you read it on your Tanakh and your Torah, right, you have to know what that is. Okay? Ba ha shem. Going to the root word is sham, right? Sham, right? Can you see this at the bottom of the board here? They can.
Come.
Sham means name, right? That's what I underlined. I'll underline this right here, which is sham. Sham is name. I identified the root word. Why? Because prepositions are written on the word. So to you, it might look like a 4-letter word. But that's not how Hebrew works. Right? Hebrew works with preposition, word, then possessive. And you might see, here's what we see when we're reading the Sabbath service, right? On the high holy days. We'll see wa, ha, kwa, ra, ba, thumb. Right? Thumb. Waha, kura, thumb. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letters. That's what you're gonna see on the when they're doing the Leviticus 23 reading the Tanakh on the high holy days. Waha, kura, thumb. And you're gonna look at that like, I don't know what word that is. But now the rules say, for anyone that wants to speak Hebrew and learn Hebrew, right? If you're not in the EPK, more than likely you're an Israelite that don't know Hebrew, right? But you have not learned from the place where the Hebrew is being returned to our people from, which is the Isupk, according to the prophecies in the Bible, is coming out of here and only here. Okay? The root word is always identify the 2 or 3 Hebrew characters, which is the root word. The root word is always 2 or 3 Hebrew characters. All right? So now you do this by identifying prepositions. So after this, I have to go write out the list of all of the prepositions. All right? So when you see wahakurabasam, you don't know this now, but you're going to, right? Wa is a preposition to say and. Right? Ha is a preposition to say the. After you eliminated the prepositions, now you began to find the beginning of the root word. Right? So the root word will begin from the qua, right? 2 or 3, right? All the way to a part that's not identified as a tense or a possessive at the end of it, right? Korab, right? Korab, I believe this means to harvest. Okay? No, it's not harvest. Harvest is kwatazan. What's korab again? Slaki. I gotta check. That's why you gotta make sure that we have repetition. Okay? You want to make sure that you have a Strong's Concordance, because you're going to need it, because there's so many words to learn. Right? This is an entire language which we do not speak right now at this time, as we need all of us to speak it, so we can have more repetition with the vocabulary. All right, I'm going to get core out for you right now. I know something to do with that harvesting time. Okay. 7199. Okay. Right here it says near. Draw near. Okay. Korab. To approach. Okay, it says to bring. So korab is the word to bring, which is a very good and healthy word for you to know. Right? Bring. Okay. And I did that. I found out what the word was by going into the Strong's Concordance, right? Knowing how to navigate the Strong's Concordance, as that thing has our language, right? The oppressor, right? He got everything that belongs to us, right? But that thing has our language in that book, and we have to learn to extract our language so that we can get it back. All right. Hold on, brothers. Is it on this?
Comic-Con, it's a question about bless up.
Okay, what's going on, bless up?
He said, Slakia one. When I look up, when I look at in the name in blue letter, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 7, it just say Basham.
Okay.
So Basham, not Bahasham.
Okay. And okay, what he's seeing is the preposition ba, which means in. Right? Ba means in. And then sham means name. So in name. You could say bashamka. Language is flexible. You could say what you mean. You could say that, or you could say, if you're black, you say what you mean. What you mean? Or you could say what do you mean? Don't be deterred by that. That's right. You're saying that because we're young in the language. Okay, we're young in the language, so we don't know how the flow of Hebrew goes. You can say Bashim, you can say Bashim, but our greeting, according to the authority of Christ, is to say Bahashim, in the name. Okay, right? That's how that works, right? What scripture was that you saw again? Now, besides that, Basham as a word means sugar. All right, Basham means sugar. Okay, bless up. That sounds like a Benjamite phrase where you got for a name. There's a thing where Rastafarians are pushing around the world that was brought by white people, where they have something called a Kane Basam. Right? They got this thing right here, Kane, and they spell like this, Basam. Right? And what heathens try to say is that this is where cannabis is from, which is a lie. They say, look, cannabis. And they say, look, cannabis, cannabasum is not the same. Right? That cannabasum in the Bible is not that. That canna is quana. Right? Quana. Right? And quana is a stalk. Right? Or a cane. So it's a long stalk or a cane, right? And bosom is basham, right? Which means sugar, right? Sugar or sweet, right? Sugar or sweet, right? So kane bosom, quana basham is sugar cane in the Bible. That's how we made sugar. That's why they knew to get the Israelites and bring them over here, because these are the people in their records always got sugar. They got the quana basham, right? Along with the other spices and quanaman, which is cinnamon and so forth, right? Okay, right? Go ahead, put this up.
So this is the scripture that blessed up Paul, Deuteronomy 18 and 7. It said, then
he looked in the blue letter, so he wants it in Hebrew. Right? That blue letter, you gotta be careful too, right? That blue letter has some things that are not all the way right. We strongly advise brothers to roll with these Strongs more than the blue letter, right? We've come across various errors in past classes, live on the class, right? Of errors few errors in the blue letter. So I'm not saying you can't use it. You can use it for the basic stuff, but when it comes to certain words in there, right, they could throw you off, right? But now Basham is just in name. Okay. We got an app here from Hagios Tech. What chapter was it again? It was Deuteronomy
chapter 18, verse 7.
18 and 7. 18 and 7. Okay. So we got Basham, exactly like we said. Right? Here's the thing. It says in the name in English. Can you see this? I need to see myself on the board. Okay. Right? So in the English it says in the name. The only problem is, how do you say the in Hebrew? Right? Oh, you wanna answer it? No, bring the brother, bring the Does anybody in the line know how to say ha in Hebrew? Danisha, you in class every week. I know Danisha got the answer, but she don't want to say it right now. She's shy. Or unless she wants to say it, or does she want to pass? If you want to pass, just do this. Okay, she says no. Okay, no problem. Okay, it's okay, right? Ha. This thing right here. It's on the board. Ha. Ha is the preposition and how you say the. Right? In the name is Bahashem. Right? Bahashem. Okay. Okay. Over here, Wahab Kurabasam. You just say I never said it, right? Usually when you see a ma at the end of this, right? That ma, when it's not connected to these rings right here, right? It looks connected, but you'll see this a lot where it's like saying it's really shortening ham as a possessive, which will be there. Right? This is a way of it's one way of pluralizing thing on a larger scale. Okay. You got a similar answer, a similar thing where you have Atha, which is you, right? You have Atha. I need some space on the board, right? I need to make sure everyone has written the Assyrian, right? I need to keep going.
Come.
All right.
If I may,
I'm gonna erase this.
Make sure that you're writing down all the Syrian that's on the board, the Syrian alphabet. The water.
Okay. We got one teacher. We got one teacher.
Oh.
Trying to don't want us to trip over each other, right?
Oh, come.
Okay. So I assume everybody wrote down the Assyrian already. So I'm gonna erase this, right? And then I'm gonna give another quick example of some fundamentals, and then we're gonna check everyone's alphabet. All right. Key to note, you, right? Formally, right? Is Atha, right? Atha, right? Written as so, Atha. Okay. Now, we're familiar that when you want to pluralize something, you want to pluralize something, right? You put a yam, right? Or commonly a yam, or if it's pertaining to sisters, you put a yan. Okay, let me write it in capital letters so everyone can be sure what they're reading, right? Yam, which is most common, which is for masculine or both, if both are present, but if it's only sisters, you'll see a yan. Now, when it comes to the atha, that doesn't quite happen like this. You don't write atha yam, right? For you plural, right? You, this is formal plural, right? So this is singular, right? For you, just you, and then you have plural, right? Plural in the formal sense. I'm only saying formal because often when you see you, you're not going to see a tha. You're going to see the possessive ka at the end of the word to say you, right? This is where you're going to find more often. You're going to find things like la ka, to say to you, right? That's what you're also going to find, right? But in the greeting, our greeting in the school, Yahweh Shema Shai Baruch Atah, which is formal, it's for the most utmost respect, all right? So for the brothers, you're going to say, when saying two brothers, you're going to say Atham. Okay? Atham, where the yam is extracted into the thumb. right? Similar, you got Korab Atham, right? It's the same manner, right? Just roll with Atham. Atham is you plural for men. So the sisters will say this to the men at the end of the class. The sisters will say Atham, and just think of that M right here as just think of that as masculine. Just think of that as men. That M is for men, right? You don't say Atham to sisters, all right? Okay, I'm gonna erase the root word. Root word is always 2 or 3 Hebrew characters. We got that already, right? We're gonna keep on moving. Not yet, brothers, not yet. All right. So this is for the men. This is masculine, right? Masculine, right? Now, for when you're saying to the sisters, what the brothers would say to the sisters, right? Or if a sisters is saying to other sisters, they would say, our son, right? And that is for the feminine, for the females, right? Right? So we have you, plural, for men, Adam. You, plural, 2 sisters, right? Let me put feminine right here. Feminine, right? You say 2 the sisters. Let me put 2 sisters. Right? 2 sisters. Right? Adam. All right? 2 of the brothers. I'm gonna put the brothers up here. Right? There we go. Adam. All right? Athar singular has no gender, unisex. All right? Athar to brothers, athar to sisters. So it's the end of class now. We all get up and we greet. The brothers are saying this to the sisters. Yahweh Shema Alathan. Alathan. Yahweh Shema Alathan. Bahashem in the name. Yahweh Shai. Right? And then the sisters now. The sisters, who are the sisters talking to? The sisters are talking to the men. The sisters are talking to the brothers. So they have to use the brothers salute. All right? The brothers format, right? So they get up and they will put their hands together like this, like the sisters usually do. And they would say, Yahweh Shamar Al Atha? No, there's a lot of brothers in the room. No more, you got a teacher and a Shamar. You got more than one brother in the room. More than one, you go to the plural form. Right? So the sisters say Yahweh Shema Al Atham. That's what the sister will say because you're talking to brothers. Michael's wiping the screen. You okay, sis?
I get it.
Take see if you can get off mute. I think she wanted to say something.
Come. I'm about to do that right now, sir. Was that Hawkins?
Yes, if I could.
I'm good.
She's good. Put it back on mute. Well, yeah, the question from someone else, process on.
No questions right now, sir.
No questions on that right now. Okay, no sir. Buying others online is that app is way better in my opinion. Okay, buying others opinion. That's fine. That's fine. When I look at this in the name and the blue, okay, that's what we talked about before. Okay, no problem. All right. Yes.
So then, if I may, I noticed that, you know what I'm saying, that and I'm Most High in Christ, that you explaining the difference between the male, the female, you know what I'm saying, when you're greeting them, you know what I'm saying, when you're greeting them. Because I noticed that a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of mistakes happen when singular and plural happens. So somebody's, you know what I'm saying, I'm greeting you, Yabashim Yasharakta, you know what I mean? Yakata. I'm greeting you. I'm greeting you. But I noticed that, you know what I'm saying, when somebody greeting the group, they all say Yata. It's a bunch of males, but it's plural.
Oh, so they say you're saying that they're saying it's singular.
They're saying it's singular.
That's fine. They're saying that because they ain't been to Hebrew class.
And that's what I get from other Israelites. so-called Israelite groups. Our
Right.
brothers. I'm
No,
like,
other Israelite groups are supposed to be wrong.
count.
Right? The Lord made them wrong. The Lord made us right.
Count.
I mean, we ain't right because we just more knowing than any other brother out there. The Lord gave this to us. You know, we got fake Israelites for, you know, from slavery. You see what I'm saying? You got in the time of okay, the Isupk was the one who brought the Israelite identity back to the world in the street. At that time, there were other people who were Jewish, you know what I mean, who were not saying that they were the original Israelites. They were saying that they were Jewish converts, right? And then only because the Isupk took the town everywhere they could go, and teach about us being the actual Israelites and the Jewish man being not the ethnic Jew, right? Then the Mona cats, the Ben Ami cats, who are now labeled as Old Testament Israelites, are now saying that they're Israelites, all right? Rolling with the Yiddish and so forth, right? And then you have the other ones who speak the Lashawan Qadash, which are just copycats of the Isupk, who do not want to unite with the Israelites that were already there. They see the Israelites grouping together here in Isupk, and they say, I'm not going over there. I'm gonna go over here by myself. And then they're gonna come later and say, hey, we're both Israelites, why can't we be together? When he wasn't thinking that when he made his Israelite group.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And because they did that, give me First Maccabees 5 and 61. Now, because they didn't want to unite with the brothers that the Lord was raising up, now the Lord is against them, thinking that they're doing something. Okay? Okay, no problem, right? We gotta get prepositions. All right, so let's get the sugar cane off the board. Sugar cane. Basham is sugar cane, by the way. Basham. I mean, we're gonna start saying that too. Our body makes coffee. Our body makes the best coffee in the world. I want to say the earth. He makes the best coffee. His coffee is better than Starbucks. I say that boldly. Right? Negroes are magic. The 12 tribes of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, are absolutely magical and gold. Of course, there's no such thing as magic. But the Lord made us damn sure magical, man. You know what I mean? And it's a shame that, you know, in captivity, we look down on ourselves. Right? The black Latino man and woman, Native Indian man and woman is the best thing on the earth. When you make chicken, it's the best. When you make steak, it's the best. When that body makes coffee, it's the best. Okay? Okay? So now you got the list of prepositions here, right?
Yeah, that's the sheet.
Okay. So here's the sheet that we have. Okay. You want to read the scripture? Go ahead.
You got,
read the scripture.
First Maccabees, chapter 5, verse 61.
It's First Maccabees 5 and 61. Go ahead.
Thus was there a great overthrow among the children of Israel.
Thus was there a great overthrow among our race. Now our race is known to be a bunch of losers because we don't want to get down with who the Lord set up in our race. Right? There was a great overthrow, and the Lord made an overthrow. The Lord decides who wins and loses. When you see IUSC or any other Israelites taking all them L's, the Christian church taking all those L's, is because the Lord made them take those L's, as in the curses. As the person who observes and hearkens to my laws, such as commandments, he will do what? He will make your enemies. You go out against your enemies one way, and your enemies will flee 7 ways. But when you're under the curses, when you don't obey the Most High, you will go out against the enemy one way, and you will flee 7 ways. That's in the Bible. All right. So when there was a great overthrow among Israel, it's because the Lord was not with those Israelites. Why? Read.
Because they were not obedient.
They were not what?
Obedient.
They were not obedient to God.
Unto Judas.
Unto Jesus Christ.
Unto Judas.
Unto Yahweh. They were not obedient unto Yahweh, who the Lord at the time set up a man to lead Israelites. Judas and who? Judas is Judah, right? That's just the Greek, they put the S on the end of names, right? Okay. Read.
And his brethren.
The man that the Lord set up to lead the nation, and the brothers who were with him. You don't go and create your own group, because you will be disobedient to the ISUPK under commanding General Yohana. Keep reading.
But through
thought to what?
To do.
They thought to do. They had a mind, in their mind to do what?
Some valiant act.
Some valiant act. They thought that they was gonna be fake heroes on YouTube. So here goes a fake hero like group trying to be a fake hero on YouTube. It's in the Bible, it's not new. All right? Every single one of them, every single one, I don't care who it is. You got the Something Enemies in the Dark documentary with HOI. You got all of them as failures and losers over and over again. But the ISUPK, we have t-shirts that say triumphalism. Okay, now here's a list of prepositions we got here, right? Right, we need everyone to I'm gonna write these on the board, right? We're gonna everyone should contact the camp leader for one of these. Right? Contact the camp leader in your zones, whatever cities you're at. Everyone pay attention to that private chat too. Is the general putting something in there?
So it's Hamali.
Hamani.
Not
Hamani.
Come.
Hamani has a question.
Yeah, come. She said, I'm confused.
About what?
Is Yam and Yan the pluralization for men or women?
The M, when you see the M at the end, that is always for men. Okay? The N is for all the people who are not men. Okay? Now, if there's men and women present together, right? Which one do you say? If there's men and women present together, who are ranks who? Our culture and our language. Our culture and language is based on, I'm saying masculine and feminine, right? That's how the white man puts it, right? But our culture is based on rank. That's how our culture is based on. That's how the Lord deals with the earth, by rank and order. Okay? Practice up.
So she answered the men.
The men. So if there's a group all together, where it's men and women, right? You would say a thumb. I would say, I want to give you all this gift, right? Give you all. I want to give you all. Let's write that in Hebrew, right? I want to give you all this gift, right? Now, of course, we've done a lot of time. We got a lot of airtime with the Hebrew. We got a lot of mouths in Hebrew. So all the vocabulary in this word, we have covered this, so I can go to without going to the short concordance, right? A preposition for I, as we got on the paper here, is a. A is a preposition for I. That's the same A in aparium. I don't know if the standard on the end is aparium, right? For Ephraim, right? Ephraim in the Hebrew is aparium, right? That R stands for I. What they're saying in the name of aparium is I am fruitful. Okay. So we insert our preposition for R. Okay? So we got R there as I. Want. Want is kasar. Right? Kasar. Right? Kasar is how we say want. I gotta make sure that we can write everything on here so it can all fit. Okay? Kasar. Okay. You could say la Nathan, Okay? I don't think, if we were speaking Hebrew, I don't think we would say la Nathan. I would say I want gifts. It would be like akasa Nathan. But for the sake of your understanding, right, we're going to put the la there. The preposition for to, right, is la. Okay? Show you the sheet again. The preposition for la is to. The preposition for to is la, slaka. All right? As you see here, we got the preposition for ma, right? For a preposition for of or from is ma, right? We got the preposition for he is ya. The preposition for as or like, how we always in New York, we always say like. Yeah, it's like that, man. He was running up on me like. They always say like. Well, we will say ka. We will say ka. Where is ka? Ka right here. Right? Right? So this is very important. Here's that bar we was talking about earlier where the brother was talking about Basham. In his bar. Okay? Okay? So to is la as a preposition. We know that Nathan. This Nathan right here is how you say give. Nathan. Okay? Nathan is how you say give. That Nathan is the same Nathan you been hearing all your life. Or Nathan or Nathaniel. Or Nathan's hot dogs. Right? That word is give. Go ahead, brother.
Slocky, sir. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, you finished it off. When the you be the ka, cause that'd be the end. Now you're asking for all the gifts.
Absolutely correct. You are on point. Yeah. We would write, usually, we would say ka. Right? Ka, to say you. Right? But what's going on here? We have what? You all. Now we're black. We're black. In Hebrew, we have a way to say you all instead of saying you and all. If you're black, you know, we say this right here. Y'all. Y'all is us speaking English as the Hebrew people. Because we always have a way to say y'all, and that is either come, K-A-M, right, for men, right? And this is as a possessive, right? So as a possessive, right? Possessive, right? As a possessive is come for men or mixed crowd or kan. As a possessive, meaning what? You're not going to read kan like it's yes. It's going to be right behind the word. So when I write it in the Hebrew, Nathan, right? Here's Nathan. Nah, I'm writing the Assyrian. I'm writing the Assyrian and the thing that together. You're going to write Nathan, right? Nathan, right? Nathan, and then you're going to write come. Right? That Nathan is this Nathan right here. Right? And then the preposition is written right onto the word as if it was the word. That is the way how our language flows. Don't worry about it. Don't think it's hard. Just roll with it. Just go with the wind. Right? It's only hard because you speak English. It's only hard now because you've been trained to be a good American. You've been trained to be a good white man and white girl in black skin. Right? And you've learned the hardest language in the earth, English. You know, people still in America can't speak good English because it's the hardest language in the earth, and it's not ours. But this is yours. Take time with it. Don't give up on it in one day. Don't say it's too hard. Don't be a terrible mother. Don't be a terrible father. Take time and patience with your child, man. You know what I mean? The kingdom of heaven is within you. You see what I'm saying? Revelations 12 says the earth was trying to give birth to a woman. You see what I'm saying? And that woman was the spirit of the nation of Israel, man. Right? The woman was Israel. She's trying to give birth to the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? In Revelations. All right? And with pregnancy, it takes time too. You got to keep going for 9 months. For some of you, this is day 1. All right? So don't be complaining, oh my God, I'm going to have a baby. What am I going to do? I'm going to die. I'm going to get an abortion. Don't get an abortion. Don't quit. Don't be a quitter. Don't be a mistake maker. You see what I'm saying? Don't be someone who just can't bother doing nothing. Just write it down and give it time and feed it and nourish it. All right? Nathan, right here. Possessives go on the end of the word, whereas prepositions go where? Preposition. Preposition goes right before the word and on the word. So the preposition here will be what la. So it'll be la right here, like this. Right? Like that, right on the word. So now for the untrained and people who's not from our nation or from our race, they will look at this and they'll look like from the English mind, from the Christian mind, from the English man's mind, from the Spaniard's mind, from the Frenchman's mind. He will look at this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters in that word because you're English. Because your words go like this. Your word is like that. You write words on top of each other together in white man's culture. But in our culture, we have 3 phases. Prepositions, line it off. Root word, line it off. Then possessives. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see this. Right. Let me go a little closer here. Right? Okay. We can see this, right? This come right here with this word right here. Y'all. That's what that is. Come, y'all. Y'all that we like to say so much here in the States. Right? I say that because I'm in the States, but I'm really not in the States. I'm in Jerusalem.
That's right.
I'm speaking English, and we in Jerusalem. I'm a slave in a place that's not mine. All right, and we speak this language here. We say y'all. This is how we say y'all in our home language. Come. All right. So here's the phase. Always look for this. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we write from right to left. Remember, we read from right to left. And we look at 1. We look at phase 1. Prepositions. Phase 2. Root word. Phase 3. Identify possessives. Okay. Check to see if there's anybody saying anything there. And the first 2 characters are.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Okay. Now we're up on the time, all right? We're up on the time. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Okay. Matthew's down there. Put Matthew on the board. Matthew's walking. He looks like he want to say something.
Come.
Okay. Matthew, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I think he's just moving.
Yeah.
He's just moving around busy New York City. No sweat. George Sanders, you 12 there?
I have a question about, like, when you're saying the salute to the sisters or the brother.
Okay, go ahead.
The question would be, like, when you saluting brothers and sisters, you would just say Atah.
Say it again.
So, like the question is, like, when you saluting both the brothers and the sisters, do you say Atah when you want to address both the brothers and the sisters?
You said, would you say What you say it again?
Atah.
Yeah. If you would say this one right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you not say this one? What is this one?
That's the salute. Like one person.
That's the salute, right? Let me bring it closer to the board. I know blew it up, right? Okay, no problem, right? Okay, it might be my handwriting, right? Okay, so when it comes to that thought, right, I'm gonna put them in a box for themselves, right? Okay. We have. Can you see this word right here?
Yes.
What word is that?
Single.
Single, right? So when you see a thought, that is because you're talking to a single person. Can you see this word right here?
Plural. Yeah.
Plural. All right. So this is. Do you know what it means to when you? Do you know what it means to speak in a plural tense?
Talking to multiple people.
You're talking to multiple people. Very good. Okay. And what multiple people would these be in this box that I'm creating right here?
Brothers.
It will be for the brothers. Okay. And then we have another one for the sisters here, right?
All right.
Okay. Good. So now we have this box for single, right? When you're talking to a singular person, and you got these ones for the plurals, right? These ones right here for the plural. This one too. This one goes to this one right here too. Okay. So now you're talking to a mixed crowd,
Right.
right? Which one do you say based on what we've been teaching today?
Both plurals.
Okay, you got both plurals, but which one outranks the other in gender in our culture and our race?
The brothers.
The brothers. So we got a mixed crowd, right? Men and women in the crowd, brothers and sisters in the crowd. Which one do you say?
Adam.
Say it again.
Adam.
Spell it.
Ahtham.
Give him a hand. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. Okay. Okay. You got any more questions, or that's it?
That answered it.
Okay. No sweat, right? We're gonna give it 2 more minutes, right, before we head out. If anybody else got any more questions, Matthew, you good? Michael, you good? Go Mike up too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You got no more questions? You're able to comprehend what we taught today?
Yeah, I'm getting it all.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Michael, you Tawab? Michael, you good? You Tawab?
I'm good.
Okay, Most High in Christ. And I pass the class the prison officer of 500 Pratazar.
Clap it up. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amajam, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Amajam, Barak.
How about
Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Sisters, Amajam, which means stand. All right. Here we go. Oh, Shalaki, so. Men of Israel, Amaj Shabbat, Amajam, Barak, Yahweh Shema. Sisters?
I think she's on mute.
Oh, she's on mute?
I'm new. I haven't learned that yet.
Okay, no problem.
It's okay, sis.
Walk into it, Pratazar.
All right, we're going to say Yahweh.
You said Dahawa or Hawa?
Yahweh.
Dahawa?
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Dahawa?
So, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shema.
Shema.
Al-Latham.
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Dahawa Shah.
Give her a hand.
When you stand in sis, you're going to stand like this. Right over left.
Go to the camera.
Right over left. This is how you're going to stand, sis. Right? Left. And you're going to say the greeting. Okay, sis? Yasmatah, which means hands down. Class dismissed.